disappointed. To be very honest, we were actually expecting to present a session on Jalam Jeevitham during the water awards, which Anilji was telling us about. So due for I think July. But anyways, the kind of work we're doing is somewhat related to maybe the coal sector and maybe the harmony which the sectors would be requiring for a sustainable future, which is important for all of us. So thank you very much. We are, I think, extremely honored to be a part of this session. So I'll start off with what we did in the state. It's a community campaign. It's a campaign in which we actually involved multiple aspects of the society into mainstreaming water conservation. So Jalam Jeevitham in Malayalam actually translates to water is life, and we convened this scheme in collaboration with the National Service Scheme of the Government of India. And prima facie, it was an IEC campaign which was started by the local self-government department, which looks after the Panchayati Raj and the urban bodies in the state. And we started it as a campus-to-campus campaign, wherein initially it started off with the colleges of the state, and later we started covering the various schools as well. So the overview of the whole scheme was to tackle the growing issues related to water and utilizing students as a driving force, wherein information dissemination to the public could be done in a better way using community engagement. With the whole project actually hinging on the fact that we should catch them young. The objective of the scheme was to enhance the awareness among school children and the general public, and to promote a sense of collective responsibility with regards to water conservation, and to also, as Shri Anilji already mentioned, to involve the youth in such kind of activities, especially giving the importance of water conservation across the state. So, as you all know that the state of Kerala is blessed with a lot of water bodies, but a lot of water bodies of late have been getting polluted, and there have been reports of fecal bacteria, coliform, and other such impurities which are affecting a lot of water bodies. So the whole focus area of this campaign was water resource conservation, waste management, public awareness, and another important session was water literacy. We in the state take a lot of pride in the fact that we have achieved a very high amount of literacy with regards to reading and writing. But at the same time, water literacy was something we focused on from the AMRUT mission, along with cleanliness drives and community engagement. And the activities prima facie in the water parliamentary sessions actually included a novel idea where we started parliamentary debates with students acting as policymakers and discussing issues with regards to critical water management. And especially as an agency which is funded by the Government of India to improve water governance and the quality of water across the state, a lot of ideas from these young children could be utilized, especially with the help of such student parliament debates which were conducted across the schools in the state. And we also had public oath-taking sessions wherein ceremonies were organized at various events to engage the community members in a commitment to sustainable water use. This was of great help because we could actually mainstream and include the local communities who are basically the custodians of local water bodies, and ensure that at the state level we could ensure that the quality of water bodies are maintained, and a certain level of uniformity in water body conservation can be ensured. And similarly, we had a standard, processions and rallies which are done in most of the government events to ensure that we generate a lot of public interest. So processions were carried out across towns, and a lot of banners were given to school children so that we could ensure greater participation as well as awareness. And we had, of course, street plays So this also served as a medium to educate the public. I think one great thing we could do during this whole activity was the fact that we could mainstream the whole idea of water conservation across the state. And especially because we utilized the National Service Scheme network, we could ensure that a large amount of college students and school students could be part of this whole event. And at the same time, the policy level initiatives, especially of water conservation, which is a mandate of the AMRUT mission, could be taken to the general public, and especially the school students could know that living with these water bodies, it is also their fundamental duty to ensure its cleanliness and management. And the audience for this whole event was the urban and peri-urban communities alike, and we could ensure that students could be acting as catalysts for change. And we also had the local government, especially the municipal and the Panchayati Raj governments, which worked with us for bringing this whole initiative to the general public there. And the whole success harped on the fact that we could actually associate in a large way with the National Service Scheme of the state. The National Service Scheme is already well established, and they have a good network of student communities across the state. And utilizing their network, we could bring out this whole information, and we could take this whole idea of water conservation to each and every student, to each and every young mind in the state who could be acting as future policymakers for the country and the state. So the long-term impact, we believe, is that we could, beyond its immediate achievements, lay a solid groundwork for fostering a culture of water conservation that extends well into the future, and also set a benchmark for environmental advocacy, highlighting about collaboration, creativity and commitment that can drive change in addressing critical global challenges. So these are like certain newspaper cuttings of the various events we have had across the state. And I think one factor which really makes this special is that it has been a sustained campaign. It has not been a one-off campaign which has been run for a few months, but we have had this campaign running in the state for a period of 1 year. So almost every education institution, be it a college or a school, both in the private and the public sector, has been targeted by the mission. And Government of India actually recognizes this IEC campaign to be one of the largest IEC campaigns wherein we have brought together school and college students for passing and circulating this information of water conservation across the state. So this has been a small presentation for all of you, wherein we believe that it's an emulatable model across the country, wherein a large number of community participation can be done for mainstreaming the informations and the whole message of water conservation, which as Shri rightfully mentioned, would be a very important factor for the future of this country. So yeah, this is a small presentation we had made, and we are extremely happy that we've been called to present this during discussions which are far more, I think, important and more technical in nature. So this is a small presentation for all of you, and since a lot of you work in areas wherein you work with companies in the coal and the hydrogen sector, we have received a lot of support from private companies as part of their CSR initiatives and as part of their community outreach programs, wherein they are funded and they are partnered with us for getting across this message to a lot of people. And since all of us are working together in this, in the aim of achieving the sustainable development goals, we definitely would like to also appeal that maybe if your companies can also come forward and partner in such CSR initiatives, not just in the state of Kerala but across the country. I think it would go a long way in helping improve the condition of water bodies in the state, in the country, and in the various states of the country, and also go well in attune with achieving the sustainable development goals we have already committed to achieve. So yeah, this is a small presentation from our side. Thank you very much. Thank you to the EAS Foundation for having us here.